Hey, how you doing? This is DJ, and welcome to day number two, right, of the 30-day series. And yes, so what are we looking at today? I just realized actually that the text is not complete, but that's fine. We'll sort that. So what we're looking at today actually is the quickest way for you as a coach or a consultant or a business builder, a service provider, the fastest way for you to be able to quickly start to generate buyers. And that's basically what we're looking at today. We kick things off actually by identifying, from yesterday's video, that buyer acquisition really is the first thing you need to focus on. It is the most important thing you and I need to be doing in our businesses if we're going to stay in business. The truth is, if you're not focusing on acquiring buyers right now, if you're doing all that other fancy stuff that makes your business look good, you're likely not going to be in business 6 months from now, except obviously if you have a lot of money saved away, right? So the thing is, see, for a lot of people who work a job, and maybe you're building your business alongside a job, see, sometimes we think we're building a business because, your job is funding your hobby. So what do I mean by that? You can afford to keep on running ads. You can afford to get new tools and to buy all the stuff and to get all the toys that we use to make ourselves look like we're in business. You can afford to draw from your salary to be able to get a graphic designer to build a fancy website and all that other stuff. Then you could begin to think that you really have a business. But the way that you want to really evaluate a business is actually, are you generating buyers consistently, new buyers and repeat buyers? If you're not, right, then the truth is you really don't have a business. You just have something that may be helping people, maybe adding value to people, maybe giving you a sense of satisfaction. But if you don't have a system to generate buyers consistently, you do not have a business. And we really need to understand that, right? So buyer acquisition must be your primary objective, more important than anything else at all. Hey, Ugo, and how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Now, today we're going to be looking at something different. We're going to be looking at the most important and the most powerful way for you to be able to consistently generate buyers. Now, there are different ways that you can generate buyers in your business. And we're going to be looking at, I'm going to mention some of the more popular ways that we use today. Number one is sales pages, right? So a sales page is, you have an event, you have a product, and you design a sales page. And the whole idea is someone goes to your sales page, they find your sales page, you can maybe run ads, people find your sales page, and then the purpose of the sales page is to give them enough information and engage and connect with them so people will get to the bottom of the sales page, hit the buy button, and they'll make a purchase online. And that's really cool, right? Then we have email selling, and the whole idea around email selling is, we get a series of emails, which could, again, you sign up to a list, and then the person who runs the business will then connect and engage with you via email with a view to having you maybe buying their products or their services. Then there's social selling, which is very popular these days. So you engage with the community online via social media, and then and the whole intention is at some point to get them to buy from you, which is brilliant as well. That's another brilliant way to generate buyers, right? And then there's video selling. Video I like. Right. So video is, again, it's pretty much the same thing. And some of the methodologies we use, we teach via video, and then you invite people to buy something. Videos are great. Videos are wonderful. One of my absolute favorites is webinars, right? Webinars are a brilliant way for you to really connect and engage and add value, and then invite people to buy stuff from you online. And webinars are really great. And then the stage selling, and that's one that's becoming more and more popular. It's been around for a while. It was pushed to the background, where everyone's trying to do everything online. But now it's stage selling. And the whole idea around stage selling is you're speaking in front of a live audience in a room, you add value, and then you invite them to upgrade and buy something from you. Absolutely brilliant, phenomenal way to generate buyers. And then the seventh one is one-to-one consultative selling, where you engage with the person one-to-one. It could be face-to-face, it could be virtually, and it's really just a one-to-one conversation. Sometimes they're called discovery calls, sometimes they're called clarity calls, and some other people give them their own fancy names. It doesn't really matter, right? Now, the reality is all of these different methods work. right? All of them work, right? So sales pages work, email selling work, social selling, video selling, webinar selling, stage selling, one-to-one consultative selling also work, right? However, what you're going to realize, right, is if you look at these different approaches to generating buyers, right? So sales pages, for example, on their own, you need to have a lot of people see a sales page before you generate one buyer. Even the best sales pages will do well to get maybe a 3% conversion. That's the brilliant sales page. A brilliant sales page, which means 100 people land on that sales page. A brilliant one of the best sales pages, which would require some of the top copywriters in the world, would probably generate maybe 1%, 2%. That's standard with sales pages. With email selling, it tends to be a little better. So with email, it could be maybe 5%, 6%, that sort of thing, Social selling, that could be similar to email selling, 5%, 6%, which is brilliant. Video tends to be better. Again, with brilliant video, really compelling, really engaging, you could be seeing something around 10%, right? Now, webinars, again, depending on who does it, how it's structured. With a good webinar, you could be seeing anything about 20% conversions, and that's really brilliant. That would really be a brilliant webinar for what I would call a sort of middle ticket solution. Stage selling, again, is the same. You'll be looking at maybe from someone who's really brilliant and amazing and having the right audience. Then you could be looking at 25%, 30% conversions. Tends to be quite usual when you do it right. Now, one-to-one consultative selling, on the other hand, the conversion rates are usually much higher. So if you're really good and you've mastered this and you've really nailed it, it's not unusual to have 50% conversions. My conversion rates are 95%, and yes, they're unusual. They're not the industry standard by any rates at all. But I didn't start like this. There's a few things which I have learned. This is the stuff that I'm going to be sharing over the next 30 days. This is what I share in my book, Discovery Called Magic. But even at a 50% conversion rate, that is absolutely brilliant. Now, you would also notice something, that as the pricing of what you're offering goes up, you'd realize that a lot of these other methods get weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, so the higher price the solution that you're offering, the more understanding that a person needs of this solution and how it fits for them, then you would realize that a lot of those other methods and a lot of those other approaches to generating buyers get weaker and weaker. And one-to-one consultative selling tends to be a much better approach. So one of the very popular things that people talk about these days is high ticket selling. Everyone, especially coaches and consultants, everyone's got a $3,000 package. Everyone right now is being told you've got to put together a high price package. Now, I don't have any problem with the wonderful packages, right? But the truth is, if you're going to be doing high ticket packages, as long as you can deliver a high ticket outcome, there's nothing wrong with packaging a high ticket offer, right? So if you know that you can bring a solution that is transformational to the people that you work with, definitely go ahead and, hey, Toyin, how you doing? Go ahead and package a high ticket solution to serve this particular individual, this particular market. However, right, if you are packaging a high ticket solution, it's very unlikely that someone's just going to land on a sales page, run through the sales copy, bring out their credit card, and give you $4,000, $5,000, or whatever the case may be. So you'd realize that to really generate buyers, to get people fully persuaded that you can help them and get them believing, then one-to-one conversations really are the way. So the question then is this: what is the quickest way for you as a coach or a consultant or a service provider to be able to generate buyers that would help you hit 5 figures a month as quickly as possible? My opinion and my advice, especially when you don't have a massive following, when you don't have thousands of people who know you, when you're not a globally recognized brand, but you know you have something of value that is transformational, that can help your prospects achieve the things that they really truly desire. What is the quickest and easiest way to do this? The quickest and easiest way to do this of all the different approaches, sales pages, webinars, stage selling, video selling, email selling, social selling, without a shadow of a doubt, it is getting together one-to-one with a qualified prospect. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying listen to this and just go and start offering one-to-one sessions to everybody and anybody. No, there is a science to this, and there is how we do this, right? So I'm going to be running through some of these things. I'm going to be sharing some of these things over the next 30 days. The key thing, though, is if you haven't, right, we're launching my new book, Discovery, called Magic, right? And in the book, I really break it down how to have these conversations. So if you're thinking 95% conversions, DJ, how do you do that? How do you convert 19 of every 20 people you talk to buyers? That book is where I break it all down. I show you how I do it and exactly how it works. So you go there, discoverycalledmagic.com, and you can pre-order your copy of the book today, right now. But the key thing I want you to take away from today is this. If you are not yet using one-to-one conversations, if you've said things like, I don't know, I don't want to waste time. Well, I don't want to waste time with people. I'm going to say to you, right, that you are leaving money on the table right now. I do one-to-one sessions pretty much. That's been the key. That probably has been the key to me being able to hit 5 figures a month quickly. It's by doing one-to-one sessions. But then the other questions that come up, questions like, but how do I qualify who I should spend time with? That's not a problem. We're going to be working through that over the next 30 days. Get the book Discovery Called Magic and all the details in there, right? But the key thing is make that decision. If you really are a coach and a consultant, if your desire is to help people, then my encouragement to you is you really want to pay attention to one-to-ones. Among other things, you learn more about the people you talk to. You understand them better. There's no better way to understand your prospects, understand their pain, their frustrations, and their dreams, so that you can connect with them and serve them better than having one-to-one conversations. Yes, it is your time you're putting into it, but the key thing is if you're able to make that time productive, then it's worth it, right? And that's the thing. And not only that, you can then build your business and make enough money to be able to invest in some of these other approaches, right? But let's just leave it here today. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is, because I'm sure some of you are probably maybe you're sitting here, you're thinking, DJ, this kind of makes sense, but I do have a concern. And my concern is, how do I actually manage this? How do I manage my time? Because this might get overwhelming. How do I structure this? I will help you understand how to structure and manage your time tomorrow so that you will be able to use these one-to-one sessions effectively. All right, but go ahead and leave your comments and leave your thoughts. If you have bought the book Discovery Called Magic, leave a comment in the sections below about how useful it's been for you. But if you haven't, go ahead and go to discoverycalledmagic.com and get your copy of the book. Yes, I'm excited. This is my first book in about 18 years. My first book in 18 years. I'm absolutely excited about this book, and this book definitely is going to bring a transformation. Thanks for showing up. Share your comments and definitely share this. Let's get this information into the hands of as many people as possible. And if you're making a commitment to using one-to-one consultations as a part of your strategy, let me know in the comment section below. I just might be able to help you. Thanks for showing up. God bless, and bye for now.